onefootflipper.
Paige here, onefootflipper. Actually had to start this video over because I called myself Tiger of Happiness, which was the old name of my eBay store. I just changed that to onefootflipper yesterday, and although they say that it's not supposed to affect your sales if you change your store name, my sales fell off a cliff immediately. Yesterday was the worst sales day I've had in an entire year. My store is large enough where I sell hundreds of dollars worth of things every day, and yesterday I only barely beat $100, and I haven't had a day like that in I don't know how long. So hopefully whatever the eBay algorithm doesn't like about that will soon change. Before we get into the main subject, we'll talk about a couple of things. We're not going to do any sales today other than one. We've got a viewer sale. Sam bought a Pikachu. And with a shout out to Retro Dream Beam, he won the giveaway and got in contact with me. Retro Dream Beam is his eBay store, all one word. You can visit that. Maybe I'll even put a link down below if I remember to do it. And now what we're going to talk about is how much money you could just have sitting in your death pile. And I apparently have a lot. I bought an estate about 2 years ago with a lot of gaming items, and some of them I somehow never opened up or really looked at, or I pushed to the side and I never listed. And today I'm going to fix some of that. I've got a whole box here of mostly vintage Warhammer 40,000 items that I never put up on eBay. I hadn't really intended to keep them because I only collect one type of Warhammer figure, the Eldar. Those are the Space Elves. Because my friend Ed, who passed away, when I got his collection, it was mostly Eldar, so I decided to keep his army and play that the few times that I ever play. But now I've got this stuff here. Okay, I'm back. Apparently my software doesn't actually allow me to add the webcam while I'm going. That's why we had that jump cut there. Let's start seeing what I've got in this box here. Okay, I've got a couple of drill looking things. What these are is they're made by a company called Epicast. That was a third-party Warhammer item. And these guys are quite expensive. It's called an Imperial Assault Drill. They're made out of resin, and these are very rare, especially in America. And I'm probably going to put these up at $150, $160 each. Right now, there's only a couple of them on eBay, and they're new ones in box, and they're over $200. Now, next thing we've got coming out of the box is this is what's called that is a Space Marine vehicle from Warhammer 40,000. It's a Land Raider. It's an early one from what's called the Rogue Trader era, which is the 1980s to the early 1990s. I'm going to put this up for $110. It's nicely painted. This was done by my friend Ed. Not everything... Actually, yes, everything in this box did come from Ed's collection. Next, more money hiding in my death pile. This is a Dreadnought. This is what's called a Dreadnought. This is a Chaos Space Marines Nurgle Death Guard Dreadnought that Ed beautifully painted, and he's got it on a non-standard base. And it's all metal. These things are all plastic these days when they make them. And this one's It's going to go up for $65. And I have another Dreadnought. This one has slightly different options. It is got a different style of paint job. This one I'm also going to put up at $65 based on my research. Another vehicle. This is another early Rogue Trader era vehicle. This is called a Whirlwind Tank Conversion Rhino. From my research, this is going to go up at $75. It's another early 80s, possibly 1991 or so piece. A couple of little guys here. These are called Fiends of Slaanesh. They're metal. When they make them now, they make them plastic, and they look different. And I'm going to ask $45 for the pair of these. So much of this stuff. I'm probably going to lose all my subscribers for putting up a bunch of weird stuff that's all in one niche. So I guess we'll see. This will be the video that doesn't get 1,000 views. This will be the video that gets 10 views. Got some bikers. These are some... This is what happens when you drop your second camera. Knocked it right off the edge of the table there. And I don't edit much, so we're just leaving this in. These are some Rogue Trader era metal Space Marine bikers. I think I'm going to ask $40 for the pair of these. Often these come in a unit of 3, but I've only got 2 of them, so that's how I'm going to have to sell them. I actually had a third one, but he was a hero, and I already sold him separately because I found him separately. So he was probably the third one in that unit. Alright, let's... next thing... Got a real big boy here. He's nice and impressive. This is a Damon Soul Grinder, all painted up. He is huge, too. And I'm going to put him up at $75. I think this is this one is much newer than the other figure. Most of the other figures we're looking at, so the paint job on it's incredible. Because at that point, my friend Dad had been painting miniatures for 30 years, and that one just looks fabulous in person. It's outstanding. Another big vehicle. Things like this, I think, are great to sell because somebody already put in all the labor to put this together. That's the not fun part about building these models, but they didn't paint it. So you get the fun part of painting it however you want to, and you don't have to put it together. This is what's called a Land Raider. They probably still make it exactly the same as this, or closer, although the quality is probably worse now. They keep downing the quality on all this stuff. This is, according to my research, this is going to go up for $55. What else do I have hiding behind me here? No, this is not. That is not a Star Wars AT-ST, although it sure looks like one, doesn't it? And I guess if you were playing a Star Wars game, you could probably sub it in there. It's what's called an Imperial Guard Sentinel. Nicely painted. The guy, Eddie, customized the base that it's on, and this is going to go up for $50. Okay. And here is the last one I've got here. This is a very early vehicle that's got extensive customization work done to it. What is this? This is what's called a Rhino vehicle, but it's converted so the forces of chaos are driving it instead of the good guy Space Marines. And it's just got a great paint job, and they've added, a sacrificed Eldar on the front. It looks like a Daemon of Tazench is driving it. This is just a great piece. This is going to go up at $100. And by the time I post this, all of these should be up if you want to see them. I'm trying to think if there's anything else happening right now. Nothing I can think of, thanks to all my new subscribers. I'm closing on 1,500 now, which is just amazing. If there's any specific videos you want to see, post about them in the comments. I'll do another giveaway at 2,000 subscribers. And I'm gonna do a giveaway at every 1,000 for as long as I can. And I'm going to make each giveaway bigger and bigger as long as I can. So thanks, like, subscribe, comment. Oh, and I do have an email address now. It is onefootflipper@gmail.com. So if you need to contact me, if you have questions, or if you've got a whole bunch of this kind of stuff that I buy and you want to sell it, that's where you contact me, onefootflipper@gmail.com.